The governor's race in New Jersey is shaping up to be just as much of a nail-biter. While a new Monmouth University poll out today puts Democrat incumbent Phil Murphy 11 points ahead of GOP challenger Jack Ciattarelli, an Emerson College poll puts the MBA, CPA, and two-time business owner just 4 points behind Murphy. Well, joining me now is the man hoping to become the Garden State's next governor, Jack Ciattarelli. Sir, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, you've come a long way. You were trailing Governor Murphy by 26 points back in May to 10 days ago. Emerson polling had you at a statistical tie. The Democrats are projecting a lot of confidence right now with just a few days to go. But how do they explain that huge gap that you managed to close?
Well, listen, we've just continued to go out there and talk about the issues that matter to New Jersey and property taxes and also our business climate. New Jersey's ranked year over year as the worst place in the country to do business. We've also reminded people what Phil Murphy said to them. They're the highest taxed people in the nation, and yet he said to them, if taxes are your issue, we're probably not your state. I mean, talk about tone deaf. He poked them right in the eye, and we're not going to let people forget that.
How much do you think that buyer's remorse is playing into the shift in support? I mean, Biden's approval rating is tanking. In blue New Jersey right now, it has dropped to just 43% this week. That's down from 55% in May.
And just as Joe Biden is failing the nation, and he is with regard to the border, our economy, you see it with inflation, you see it with the supply chain, you see it with his withdrawal from Afghanistan that was called dangerous and careless even by the New York Times. And Phil Murphy's failing New Jersey. We lead the nation in nursing home deaths. 1 out of 3 small businesses have closed their doors forever. 276,000 fewer jobs today in New Jersey than pre-pandemic. And he's raised every tax there is in New Jersey. His budget's up $11 billion in less than 4 years' time. That's more than 30%. No governor has ever raised spending that much in such a short amount of time. And can anybody really say they're better off in New Jersey? I don't think so.
Well, you know, you talk about taxes. New Jersey, among the top 3 highest tax states in the country. You've got the highest property taxes in the country. You know, Democrats are spending like they stole somebody's credit card. How can they possibly win in a state that sees the highest taxes?
And this is something that New Jerseyans are very sensitive to. Listen, this is what a lot of people forget. In the last 40 years, no incumbent Democratic governor of New Jersey has been reelected. Not Jim Florio, not Jim McGreevey, not John Corzine. Over that same 4-decade span, every one of our Republican governors has been a 2-termer. We win these races. And Phil Murphy, quite frankly, is more extreme than the 3 of them combined. So we'll just continue to point out that this guy is out of touch and tone deaf to what it is that bothers everyday New Jerseyans. And I'm confident in our campaign and in a win on November 2nd.
Well, when you look at the issues, Monmouth polling has the COVID pandemic as a top issue for voters as they make their decision in this election. You look over at neighboring New York and as in a number of states, much needed jobs of first responders are on the line right now amid vaccine mandates. So what do you say to New Jerseyans who want to make their own health care decisions versus the government mandating them?
Well, the great concern is what it is that Phil Murphy is going to do after the election. We've got this videotape out there now with some people that are very close advisors to him saying that he's going to put in a vaccine mandate after the election and other things. So there's a lot of concern, particularly with regard to another lockdown of our economy. He needs to come clean with the New Jersey people as to what his true intentions are. I've been very, very transparent. I'm vaccinated. I promoted my vaccination, and I encourage people to get vaccinated. But let me be clear. Under Governor Ciatterelli, there is never going to be, for adults or children, a vaccine mandate. I believe that's an individual decision that people need to make as I promote, preserve, and protect the public health and safety by giving them all the information they need to make an informed decision.
Well, you know, I can hear a lot of our viewers tonight cheering you on as you say that. I know they appreciate hearing that. And, you know, something else that Americans are also closely watching right now is the gubernatorial race in Virginia, just across the river here from D.C., as Democrat Terry McAuliffe has to recruit the big guns like unpopular Biden, as he calls him, to drum up support amid what's been a struggling campaign for him. You got parents being likened to domestic terrorists. They have little say in their kids' education. It's ignited a national debate. And I'm curious if you believe that the race in Virginia has that had any impact on your race, and what are some of the concerns that you've been hearing from voters?
The left has gone way too far left. I mean, overall, New Jersey is a fiscally conservative, socially moderate state. We've got more Democrats than Republicans, but the majority party are the unaffiliated independent voters, and they lean right. And everyone is very concerned about Joe Biden's performance. So again, just as Joe Biden has failed the nation, Phil Murphy's failing New Jersey. And that's what this campaign is really all about. And I realize people see all kinds of national implications for these two races, and they want me to comment on that. But I got to tell you, my focus is on New Jersey. We've got a 4-day sprint. I've been on the campaign trail now for 22 and a half months. We finish strong over these next 4 days. We win the election, I'm convinced.
Well, I believe I saw on your Twitter you're heading out to the polls tomorrow morning. Is that correct?
I'll be voting tomorrow. We have early voting this year in New Jersey, and I'm reminding all people to get out there and vote. Don't sit home because you think we can't win. History tells us we can win, and these polls say it's a dead heat. And I want people to have confidence in the system, so get out there and vote.
Well, Jack Ciattarelli, we wish you best of luck on Tuesday, and thank you so much for taking time to be with us tonight.
Appreciate the opportunity. I look forward to next time.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.